And now, please welcome your Langley United. And now, let's meet the starting 11. First for Unity FC, number 33, Billy Lynn. Number 3, Sarah Bazil. Number 4, Elizabeth Hicks. Number 6, Kylie Hendricks. Number 7, Kristen Sakaki. Number 12, Daniel Cooper. Number 13, Erin Stewart. Number 17, Charity Field. Number 21, Jenna Baxter. Number 24, Sina Kashima. Number 27, Abigail Anderson. The head coach of United FC is Paul Ballard. And now let's meet your starting 11 for Langley United. Number 1, Kayla Clem. Number 2, Sarah Belcher. Number 6, Harman Billa. Number 7, Megan Avery. Number 12, Nikki Verk. Number 17, Emerson 2. Number 21, Jenna Erickson. Number 22, Alana Beckering. Number 23, Kiana Langston. Number 32, Katie Scarth. And number 34, Kiara Blundell. And coach of Langley United is Chelsea Hannison. And now let's welcome today's officials. They are Chris Hera, head referee. First assistant is Kareem Sholby. Second assistant, Victoria Warner. Fourth official, Justin Louis. Fans, if you're interested in becoming a referee, BC Soccer wants to hear from you. Visit www.bcsoccer.net/referees for more information. And now, fans, we ask you this time, if you're able, would you please stand? Please remove your hats and caps for the playing of O Canada.
Hello and welcome. It is a lovely Langley Saturday afternoon here at Willoughby Park Stadium. We've got League One action coming up for you here in just a couple of minutes between the visiting Unity FC out of Surrey and the hometown Langley United. A couple of undefeated teams here in the early stages of the season. I'm Brett Levkowski. I'm going to have the call for you here today. And of course, I am joined by Langley United's own Esther Taylor. How's it going today?
Going really well. How are you?
I am doing fantastic. A little bit chilly. It's a little gusty up here,
Yeah,
but
a little windy. Still nice and sunny though for the ladies down there.
Absolutely. The sun has been peeking in and out over the course of the afternoon. We'll see how the weather affects things today, as the wind showing a little bit of effect up here. We'll see how it affects the players down on the pitch. Start with the starting lineups here for the visiting Unity FC coming into this one at 3-0. In between the pipes, you've got Emily Lynn at number 33, number 3, Sarah Bazile, number 4, Elizabeth Hicks, Kylie Hendricks, Kristen Sasaki, Danielle Cooper, Erin Stewart, Charity Field, Golden Boot leader early on, Jenna Baxter with 4 goals on the season, Saina Kashima, and then number 27, Abigail Anderson. Head coach of Unity FC, Paul Ballard. And then the starting 11 for the home side in blue, Langley United. In goal, number 1, wearing the captain's armband tonight, Kayla Klim. Started all 4 games so far this season. Then we've got Sarah Belcher, number 2. Number 6, Harmon Billen, making her first appearance of the season. Megan Avery, number 7, she's getting her first start here today. Nikki Verk, Emerson Toop, Jenna Erickson, Alana Beckering, Kiana Langston, Katie Scarth, and getting her first start of the season after returning home from a successful freshman year at Arizona State. We've got Kiara Blundell at number 34. Lots of missing pieces here for Langley United this afternoon, Estelle. How big is it for them to have a player like Kira getting into the lineup here to try and add some firepower up front?
Well, huge to finally have Kira back. If you look on the Lusa Instagram, she was one of the first players announced, signed to the team, and she's just showing up now, so they were really excited to get her, even when she was still all the way down in Arizona. So super exciting to see her up here right at the front. Also a really good opportunity to get some new starts in today with a couple missing players on this team, so it'll be really interesting to see how everything mixes together today.
Yeah, absolutely. Like you said, a few players missing. Reese Moffat, who normally wears the captain's armband, she's not here today. They're missing Cameron Lyon, Kenzie Fitzgerald, just to name a couple, and Rhea Atwell, who's been their leading scorer so far with 2 goals on the season. So having a player like Blundell is going to be huge for them, and as well for someone like Katie Scarth getting an opportunity to try and get something offensively going, as we are now underway as Unity plays this one long to get things going. And Billen just going to let that one just roll out the back for a goal kick, taking advantage of the wind there in the early couple seconds. Unity in their white kits, they'll be going from right to left on your screen. And Langley in their traditional blue and yellow, they'll be going from left to right. Both of these sides coming into today undefeated so far in the season. 3-0 for Unity. They sit just behind Altitude based on goal differential right now at the top of the table, while Langley United right behind them. 2 wins and then that 1-0 draw last Sunday here in the home opener against the Vancouver Rise Academy. A solid defensive performance, but not able to generate much offensively last week, as Blundell plays that one looking for Scarth, just a little bit ahead of her. Hicks plays that one out to touch. What does Langley United have to try and do better this week offensively if they want to try to hit the back of the net here?
Well, if you see here, they've got like a tight line at the back, so what Langley's going to have to do is really focus on playing wide and then cutting inside, which last week sometimes they were driving down the middle a little bit too often here, so we'll see what they're able to do. As they were pressing forward, Uni definitely looking like they're playing a high line with a gap in the middle, so hopefully Langley can optimize that. Kira here.
Yeah, they go to Kira. Once again, Blundell seeing a lot of the ball early on, and she does well to win a corner. Looks like it's going to be Verk to take this one from the near side here. She'll swing this one in with her left boot. It's driven in well to the penalty spot, cleared out, but not too far. Sent right back. Nice work there by Beckering. She plays it to the outside post, just a little bit too much on it for Blundell. But she does well to track it down, keep it in.
Nope.
No, Unity, yeah, the Unity defender had her hand up. She said it went out, and you pointed over to the side official, and yeah, sure enough, it did go out of play. Unity coming into this one with tied with Altitude with a league leading 12 goals already on the season through just 3 matches, 6 of those coming against the Rise Academy in that crazy 6-4 game earlier on in the season.
Very high line here for Unity with 4 on in the back, so everyone from Langley's marked up here. It's going to be really important for Langley to win the 1v1s because they're all tight marked in the back. There's no room for an error here.
Yeah, it appears to be a very attacking formation. Is that long throw played with the head by Belcher, but turned over. As Kashima plays it up and over the top. Eriksson now. And Billen just has to play that one out. Wind pushing towards Klim and the Lusa goal here in this first half.
Yeah.
Langston coming way back to try and win that one. Does well. And that one's going to go off the foot of Kashima and will go for a goal kick.
This high press, Langley's going to really have to look to immediately play out once they collect the ball again in their own third. So the second they get it, they're going to have to look to play out as quick as you can, because that's the only way you can break out of a really high press, is to play as fast as you can to work out as the other team transitions back and gets this shift. So the switch of the attack will be so important to break out of this high press.
Langley getting some help there in the form of a foul that goes against Bazile. A little too aggressive there on Langston. Unity now drops a little bit further back now that Lusa will have an opportunity to play this one forward here. Will be Billen to put her boot into that one. She does send it up long, tipped on. Beckering gets her left boot on it, but unable to keep that one down. Goes up and over, but that's an effective play, and you like to see that flick on work early on from Blundell. Ball over the top. Looks like it's just going to be carried a little bit too far ahead of Anderson. Klim just slows things down here. Just 5.5 minutes gone in the opening half. It's played long to Beckering, but it's going to be intercepted and sent back the other way to Lynn, the keeper. Now Lusa playing a little bit of a press here. A little bit of miscommunication. And that one's just knocked out there by Verk. Good recovery there from Cooper as she looked to be letting it go for her teammate, but was able to track it down and keep it in play just long enough. Eriksson's ball over the top. Has to be careful, Beckering's all over her. And Langston, she's going to be called for the foul there. Don't think she can argue that one too much.
We'll chat with the ref. She's almost lucky on that one. There was no chance of her getting the ball there.
Yeah, if there's one thing that we know Kiana Langston likes to do, is that's to make her presence known on the pitch early and often against this defense. She's not afraid to toe that line a little bit.
It's good though, you gotta let her know you're there.
Goes up and over the head of Toop. She's in a battle with Anderson. Right around that right sideline, able to earn a nice cross, takes a deflection, not able to get her boot onto the end of that one was Baxter. She was looking for her 5th goal of the season, but just wasn't able to direct it onto the net. That's a good early opportunity, though, for Unity, playing something of a strategy that you said that Lusa should be playing earlier.
Yeah, that speed on the switch, because then you're stuck in a 1v1 and there's no chance for the center back to come back and help you. You are on an island.
Opportunity here, Langston, nice ball in. Langston trying to cut it back into the 6-yard box, but cleared out to safety by the Unity back line. That was a nice pass there from Avery, playing that one through to Langston. Avery, one of those players who's getting an opportunity to start here this afternoon in her first match here. Played with Unity in 2024.
Nothing there.
Play continues on. It's a nice ball to Beckering, but the layoff pass there for Blundell just didn't get her boot onto it properly, and that one's turned over.
Gotta watch the slip to 27.
Yeah, a good opportunity there. That goes the opposite side, though. And doing well to track that one down and win that ball first was Belcher, as Kashimo had eyes for that ball and nearly got onto the end of it. But instead it's a throw in here for Unity.
Yeah, Belcher did well there to have her hips open, watching as it comes across. You can see her getting ready to hit it.
Belcher making her 3rd start here of the season. The UFV Cascade. Ball into the box. Dangerous opportunity there. It looked like that might have been played with the hand, but that play continues. Shot is blocked by Erickson. It is Kashima now from the left side, and she is going to earn herself a corner. A little bit of a chaotic play there inside of the 18. Looked like Unity may have wanted a...
Yeah, Klim's right there. You can see her looking to push the defenders up and out of the box. They're a little too tight in. Langley's just got to push up right away. The second that ball gets kicked out, you really got to push your line up.
Field is going to take this one. She'll swing this one in from the near side. Bit of a scramble inside the box. They play it out wide. Well done there by Belcher.
Yes, well done. All the way on the other side as well.
Yeah, absolutely. That was the leading goal scorer so far this season as well. That was Baxter, who looked to be trying to get a shot away, and Belcher does well to win the ball and then win a free kick as well. Scarth now on the ball. She looks to cut back and find a teammate. Looks to try and go across the pitch for Langston, just a little bit too far in front of her. But once again controlled by Langley. A battle there in the midfield, and then a late whistle, and that's going to be a foul for Langley United, and that'll be an opportunity to get some bodies inside of the Unity 18, and looks like Billen will try to hit another deep one into a dangerous area.
It's a bit of a gift here for Langley. I don't know if that was totally a foul there.
Ball in deep into the 6. Takes a deflection off a Unity head. Could have been dangerous, but it's cleared out. Good team defending there from Unity as they're able to get multiple players involved to get the clearance. Both sides looking for their first shot on target here. Erickson with a nice ball forward. She finds Beckering. Her pass though for Scarth just misses her. Turned over for the moment, but it's played out of bounds. It's played deep for Baxter. She sends one into the box. Sent out by Scarth. A bit of a dangerous ball as that takes a deflection. And then finally played out. And out of danger there. Anderson can only play that one as far as Billen. And her clear attempt goes out of bounds. Deep throw for Baxter. She lays it off. Another attempted cross. This one played low and then back out once again. Langley back line just holding their shape right now and not letting anything dangerous in at the moment.
Bit stuck on that side though. Every time we're clearing it back out to the same way it came from.
Oh, and there's another opportunity there.
We're just gonna keep coming.
Chance. Not able to get a shot away more. Good scramble
still in.
defense, but an interesting deflection. Not deflection.
That was a funny bounce.
Yeah, it took a funny bounce. Stayed in play, went right to the head of Anderson, but she wasn't able to send it towards the goal as Klim was kind of in no man's land there. Unity coming off a 2-1 victory against TSS Rovers last match, while Langley had that 0-0 draw against the Vancouver Rise Academy last year in the home opener here. Another battle down that far right side, and that one does go out the back as Baxter looks to keep that one in, but Billen does just enough.
Love to see Langley switch the side here. Hope she doesn't play down that same side again, which might. We're just stuck there.
Yeah, it looks like the
oh, we're doing it again.
The Langley United players. We could see them all bunching up on that on their left, the far side of your screen. And once again, they do win the throw this time, but once again, they seem a little bit stuck. They're not able to progress the ball really outside of their own half of the pitch right now. That one misses everybody and is controlled by Unity. They'll swing it around the back line. Good work to get around Langston.
Coming back though, well done.
Yeah, great recovery from Langston, but she's going to get called for the foul. And as she usually does, has some words for the official when she gets called for something. Kiana Langston coming off of a League One Team of the Week honor, as well as Sarah Belcher last week.
She's just one step too far behind on that one. She's so close to making that clean.
Field and Stewart standing over this one. Stewart lets it go. It's going to be Field who's going to send it in with the in-swinger. Well claimed by Klim.
Well done.
Love to see that from a keeper.
Yeah.
Into the 17th minute here. Both teams still looking for an attempt on target. Neither keeper having to make a save yet, but having to stay active right now, especially Klim.
Yeah, Klim had that funny bounce. That was a tricky one.
Yeah, have to stay sharp in those situations, and luckily it didn't turn into anything for Unity. Once again, the Lusa seems to be more than content to try and stay on this left side of the pitch, and they seem to be unable to really move that ball along the pitch from left to right with this high press of Unity right now.
These free kicks, though, are the chance. Like, I'd love to see her try and... there we go. And back.
Yeah, we'll see if they try to swing it around, but instead they try to play it up that sideline. A nice ball there.
Oh, good turn. Yes, that's the right idea, though.
Good
that's
turn
what
indeed, but
do.
oh no, turned over. Opportunity now for Unity, but great recovery there. And Belcher plays that one off a foot. She'll win the throw. As yeah, they're doing what we wanted to see, but
Avery had the right idea there. It just didn't quite happen, but
yeah, led to a dangerous chance.
That's the plan, right? That's the right plan. And And there we go again, the switch. That's the way.
Toop is going to track this one down. Oh, just a little bit ahead of her.
They're getting it though. This is the right flow for Langley here.
Yeah, would have expected Emerson to track that one down, but just a little bit too much pace on that ball. But
we'll blame the wind.
Absolutely. But yes, more good movement from Langley in that last couple sequences. They just have to try and tighten up the turnovers and try to limit them. Teams battle around midfield here. Scarth plays that one back for Toop. Her pass down the sideline, sent back to her. She does well to win the aerial battle there. This time they do swing it around. Langston will try to track this one down.
Stop for her.
Oh, but that's a nice pass. And now some space here. And yep, unfortunately for Unity, looks like Jenna Baxter just a step or two ahead of the line, and the assistance flag goes up for offside here. But that was dangerous offensively from Unity there, as they were able to really play the ball quickly.
Yep.
It was a great pass to find Kashima, and then that extra pass, unfortunately just ahead of the back line for Unity. And that's a great pass there for Scarth. Tries to turn, has it stolen away by Hendricks. Unity doing a really nice job of moving the ball quickly as they move it all the way around and make the switch to the near side. Good recovery though from Verk. Ball takes a couple of strange bounces and then cleared out to safety there by Eriksson. Nice work from Langston, winning the ball twice. Tried to find Blundell. Hendricks now with Scarth all over her. Well done, but the whistle is blown by the official. Head official Chris Harrop here today. Kareem Schutte, Victoria Warner, your assistant referees, and Justin Louis is your fourth official here this afternoon. That one goes out for a throw once again, as we're just about halfway through this opening 45 minutes here at Willoughby.
Belcher does well though to press up. That's going to be the way, as they have 4 on, 1 and 1 and 1. As she comes away from the back line, it's tempting to stay because you think, oh, I'm going to be safe and stay back, but you have to come up and press, and she does well there to do it. You can see coach on the sideline yelling for that.
Eriksson and Klim play a little give-go.
It's a strong press by Field there. It was good on Klim to stay calm there.
Absolutely. Baxter does well. Plays that one just back to her back line, and they start forward again. Toop, she'll just send that one as far as she can. But getting onto the end of it is Sasaki. Gets it back. And Toop will let that one run out of bounds, as that one was just a little bit too much for Anderson to get onto the end too.
You can see Langley just learning the press a little bit as they work through it. They're just getting a little bit better and a little bit better at kind of pressing when it's time. As the ball comes across.
Yeah, dangerous ball in, trying to find Kashima, but just over her head. And now Langston, she's got a little bit of space, but quickly closed down. Good turn though. And a nice job to find Scarth in the middle, but that pass skips under the foot of Verk. She just took her eyes off it for just that split second. have to feel at this point of the match. It's still early on, but for Langley, they gotta feel pretty good right now that they've kept the leading scoring team in the league here off the board so far.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. It's definitely a confidence builder. You can hold on for now. You know, how the press is working. Now it's time. You've done your defending piece. Now you look to go forward, right? You learn the press, stay tight in the back, and then when it's those breakout times, that's where they just have to be a little bit quicker to go forward.
Just 3 goals conceded through 3 matches here for Langley. 2 of those coming in the opening match of the season against Kamloops, and they, as you remember, came back from 2-1 down with a Reese Moffat extra time winner as Blundell tries to dance around her defender. Good battle there with Bazile, and she does win a free kick.
That's surprising to me as she had the ball.
As Bazile just has to get her boot back on. Just came out and done a little bit there.
It's fine.
Sun just starting to peek out here again.
So even here for Langley, that would have been a good chance for a switch.
Miss hit there from Langston. But Unity not able to take advantage. Just a missed pass there. It's
the right idea to take her space, though, to drive into that gap that they leave her. Especially with this high press, you don't get gaps like that very often. And a corner here.
I believe this is the 3rd corner kick already of this first half for Unity. It will be Charity Field, number 17, to take it. She'll swing it in. Looking for that back post. What a save by Klim.
Done.
Just gets the mitt on it and pushes it back, as that one had eyes for the side netting.
What a great corner.
And then Field gets right in front of Klim here for the second opportunity. Now she'll try to play the screen. Brilliant opportunity. She's looking for that Olympico. Probably have a few words for each other after that save. Klim probably feeling pretty good. That one swung in right to the 6, off the head, just wide. Good opportunity there for Unity again. But Langley does well defensively, and this one remains scoreless here. That is another dangerous corner kick, though, from Unity. They've been successful on them so far.
Corners are scary. They're definitely like a little bit underrated as some of the most dangerous opportunities during the game.
Avery now. She'll play it back for Erickson. Takes a touch, nearly runs out of time, but able to find Verk. But that one's turned over and off the hand of Avery. Incidental, but nothing she could do about that as she had her arm outstretched, and that's going to be a free kick here from about 25 yards out. And
it's a tricky spot here because you know she's not going for the net.
Yeah, got to feel like she's just going to try to put it somewhere between the penalty spot and the 6-yard box, and we've seen already that Field can whip in a really good ball here from a set piece. She does go for goal, though.
She does. A little too much.
Yeah, just a little over the top of the net, but
just a tad.
I appreciate and respect the ambition there to go for that one from well outside. Charity Field clearly not feeling
it's all pumped up from the corner.
No lack of confidence here. Another long ball opportunity, sails wide. Toop wins that off the throw-in, though, does well. Finds Verk, strong on the ball.
There we go. Belcher doing well to get wide.
And And Erickson does use her. Beckering just not able to get there first. It was well done by Bazile to get there in front of her, but then Beckering though does get the turnover. She's got Langston and Blundell with her. Beckering though, she keeps, fires, blocked. Hicks, the captain for Unity, getting in the way and getting the rejection there, but would you have liked to have seen Beckering maybe make a pass there?
Well, you always say that, but when you're right there and you've got free space in front of you.
And there is Field. She goes for goal again. A little bit closer than the last time, and the referee is saying it did take a deflection and will go out for a corner. So the wind picks up again, and I once again have to put on my sweater. Fifth corner kick here of the opening half. Another in-swinger with the left boot. Another into a dangerous area. Good job there by Billen to head that one out to safety. But it's going to go out for yet another one. This time it's going to be from this near side. As the pressure continues to build here just under the half an hour mark. It's Charity Field back to take this one once again.
Oh, and you see Clem's way back in her net this time. She's learned.
This one played a little bit more direct as she whips it in, trying to find someone making the near post run, but it goes into the side netting. And that is a rare wasted opportunity on a corner for Unity here today.
Well, I think Clem had her number on that one. She wouldn't have gotten the same chance. You can only really do that once, and then the goalie's got you.
Turned over. Avery, she's got a little bit of space, makes the turn, nice patient play, finds Scarth. Scarth has Beckering.
Well done for the slip.
Great ball to Alana Beckering. She's one-on-one with Bazile, and the left back does well to track into the middle of the pitch and win that ball. It's Beckering, great touch there to control that ball off the nice pass from Katie Scarth. Great steal there from Belcher. She presses in. The wind really whipping up now. And another throw in as as Unity continues to just kind of slowly make their way up the pitch here, down this near side. Unable to control that one, but a missed pass there from Avery as she wanted Scarth to come in. Erickson gets a boot onto it, and then it's headed away by Avery. Langston, who's shifted over to the left side now. She does well to win that ball as she battles with Anderson. Langley seems to have had a little bit more success moving forward once Beckering and Langston switched wings.
Yeah, that's true. It's also just learning that press, right? They're doing a much better job of playing up and back and wide instead of forcing down the one way. There was that 5 minutes there where they were just so stuck in that one side.
And just a miss hit there from Unity, and that's a...
That's good though. That comes from Belcher being on her back all the time, right? She knows she can't turn. She knows there's nothing behind her, so she's got to play the one touch back, and then you get giveaways like that, right? As a striker, you've got someone on your back all the time. It gets tiring. You get annoyed.
Definitely frustrating as a forward, like you said. Belcher continuing to just be everywhere. Unity though controls. Baxter sends it out wide. Good work there from Unity to get it to Anderson. She crosses it in. Billen tried to just play that one away with the head. And then that one goes out the back, and that'll be yet another corner kick for Unity.
Lots of corners here.
Stewart, once again, take the left footer, taking the corners from that far side as she looks to swing it in. Unity really wants to swing those ones in right inside the 6. They do it again. Klim gets another hand to it, but loose ball just sent over the net. That was Hendricks with the opportunity, tried to play it on the volley. Tough chance there. As Klim once again aggressive, comes out, wins the ball with the mitt, able to punch it away, but second opportunity for Unity, and she left a little bit more on that than she wanted. Belcher plays that one quickly. But that's Bazile again, having a great first half. Attacks it, wins it. But that weak ball goes to Klim and doesn't even use her mitts. Just puts her boot in front of it and she'll wait to pick it up. Can't risk those 8-second calls now. That seems to be.
You don't want another corner.
Of course, that happened too. Aaron McLeod, because of course it did in the NSL last week.
Yep. Well, it's good though with the new rule. It's actually being called, right? Oh,
great ball through. Klim out, aggressive. Baxter, her shot. Oh. No angle as Klim.
Klim does very well there to follow her.
Yeah, great
Super
work from
fast
Klim.
On her feet there.
Great ball into Baxter, looking for her league-leading 5th goal of the season. Got around Klim, but Klim not panicking, staying with her and cutting off the angle. And
she does really well to stay standing there and not dive to block the shot too early. If you stay standing as the goal, you can shift and follow back. She might have done something to her leg there.
Yeah, looks like
she's stretching it out a bit.
Looks like she's working something out there. Backup keeper Alana Madek not here as well, so the backup keeper today is Stephanie Mocknick. Klim appears to still be trying to work something out. Looks like it might be possibly her hamstring she seems to be reaching for. She has some words with assistant coach Ari Adams.
Oh, good pull back there.
Ooh. Scarth taken down, but nothing on that one. But a nice little backheel pass. And that leads to a corner opportunity for Langley here with just a little less than 10 minutes here in the opening half. Langston. Going to be entering her 3rd year at UFV with the Cascades this fall. Great corner, but
good ball in.
Avery not able to get onto the end of that one as that was deflected away with the head by Hicks. Kiana Langston, 2 seasons with UFV. She has started every single match, so that's an impressive resume with the Cascades this season.
Yeah, I think in total she has over 2,000 minutes or something. It's crazy.
And of course, over the last 2 seasons, I've called games of the UFV, so I like to humble brag all the Cascades who play for Langley United. Billen comes out to win that one, gets ahead to it. Langston, she stopped her run, waited to try and get it, and instead it's sent back the other way.
Stewart coming up there from Unity to win that.
Great job from Toop to read the angle and get in front of Anderson and just deny that long ball along the ground. Everyone stopped moving as she was waiting. As they were waiting.
Whistle.
Yeah, they were waiting for the call, but both sides were waiting for the foul call.
It's always funny as a player, and then you're looking at the ref, and if both people stop, usually something's happened, right? If both teams think something's going on. But
looking for the flick on. Not able to get it. More good work from Verk. She's been really good at winning some of those challenges in the middle of the pitch. Ambitious long effort that time. I believe that was Stewart, but never challenging Klim, who appears to be doing okay now after that. Looking like she might have tweaked something a little bit.
Well, it was a very fast sprint from her.
Bazile, she finds Baxter, who just fired it towards the net, but never challenging Klim once again. And I think, like you've been saying, you have to give credit to the Lusa back line, because she clearly felt like she didn't have any time to try and take an opportunity.
She actually did have a second there, and since they've been so on her, right, she's got that in her mind now that she can't turn. Yeah. So it's good. That physical on the back of like those strikers, it really just cements it in their mind that they're not going to have time to turn. So gives you a little bit of an extra second if you're slow to get back.
Verk had tried to play that one to herself, and Unity comes the other way. Dangerous though from Lusa. That leads to an opportunity here. It is Baxter, and she fires and scores. Off a bad turnover there from Langley, and it's Unity who take advantage. And it is Jenna Baxter picking up her league-leading 5th goal of the season. She's scored in all 4 matches so far this year, continuing her hot start to the season. And that is a unfortunate play there for Lusa this close to halftime.
Yeah, that's tough to go into half two with that on your mind, right? But maybe it'll get everyone a bit excited here. Get the energy up. Looking to press forward now for Langley.
Blundell trying to get that one going forward right away. Turned over. Nice little touch pass for Stewart, who finds Bazile. Great turn, but Belcher there as she's been all day. Verk leaves it for Beckering. And just sent back the other way.
Hope Langley can build up some momentum here going into half. Get something exciting, even if it's not a goal. Just get the energy up before you go into the change rooms.
Billen comes out to attack that one, the center back. Loses it though. And that one goes out for a throw for Langley. You just have to feel like Langley a little bit, just with a lot of different pieces in the starting 11 here this afternoon, that they're just trying to find a little bit of cohesion amongst the lineup right now.
They're doing... Oh, I don't know. I think the ball took her out on that one.
Yeah, I think so as well. Belcher can't believe it. Yeah, she just has to have her hip.
I don't even think she touched her on that one.
Yeah, hands on her hips there for Sarah Belcher. Can't believe that she got called for that foul. And then Nikki Verk as well with some words for the assistant ref. It will be Charity Field, and who will likely take this one.
Interesting to see if she goes for it again on this one.
Yeah, we'll see just the lonely one-person wall there with Sarah Belcher. Puts that one into a dangerous area. Skips over everybody. Finally cleared away though. Toop plays it long. Verk was all by herself. Tried to turn with it.
Even with the goal against, Langley is doing well defensively. They're just struggling to transition from the mids up to the forwards here.
Yeah, unfortunately that was just a situation where one defender just lost her footing and fell to the ground, and then there was a 3-on-2 opportunity.
That's what happens with the high press though. It was like we were saying earlier, when you're 1-to-1 marks, like one thing happens and then it's hard to come back from. That's the plus of the high press. But then hopefully Langley can take that on the other side, right?
Avery plays that one deep with the head. Last off of Verk. Danielle Cooper, the center back for Unity, having a quietly very strong first half here. plays that one long, and that one sails out of bounds. Well done there by Kashima.
Well won by Avery there. That's an important win in the middle there, because then that's their turn and slip.
Scarth plays it out wide for Emerson Toop. Great long ball and a better run there from Verk. Plays it into the middle looking for Blundell.
Ooh.
A collision and the foul goes the other way. That might be Hendricks, the captain. Can't quite see from there, but tough call. But I do think the defender did get to the ball first and earn that free kick. I do think that was the right call. And that is actually number 3 that is on the ground, Sarah Bazile, who's had such an incredible first half. She has just been all over the pitch as a left back.
Just getting there. Sometimes you just get winded.
Yeah. It's been a long half, a lot of running from both of these sides. So, and especially for Bazile, she's covered so much ground. She's been helping support those center backs, and then she's also been moving up the pitch as well and making a lot of good runs, and she's made life difficult for Langston and Beckering, whoever's been on that right side.
Has been a busy half. Not so many shots on net, but still a lot of action here for the pretty big crowd.
Yeah, lots of fans here coming out to Willoughby. They'll be happy that they're sitting on the sunny side, as the sun is out now, and Verk, she continues to be all over the pitch as well. She's covering a ton of ground today. Well done by Kashima, and she plays it out wide, and there is Bazile, looking no worse for wear after taking that knock. Way up the pitch. Her cross knocked away by Belcher. We just haven't had enough good things to say about Sarah Belcher in this first half.
Yeah, she is killing it on that side there.
1 minute additional time has been added. 1 minute.
Just the 1 additional minute here to be added on. Is Verk nearly got onto the end of that one, as the keeper, Emily Lynn, playing with fire a little bit there. Waited till the last second to play that ball. Good long ball over the top. Not cleared properly though, and a great through ball in and just wide from Seina Kashima, as the offside flag stayed down there. That was a close one. That would have been a back-breaking goal to give up for Langley United in extra time here, as cannot afford to go down 2 this late.
Yeah, just got to hold on until half, regroup.
Yeah, we'll see if we see some substitutions come in to start the second half, as we've got some lots of options, including Abby Berg and Daniela Ramirez, who has a goal on the season, and Paige Colby, who we haven't seen. She's another new player who's making her first appearance here today for Lusa. But that is everything here for the opening 45 minutes. Only goal of the half coming off the foot of your League 1BC Golden Boot leader at the moment. Jenna Baxter picking up her 5th goal of the season. Langley United will try to get onto level terms here in the second half. We'll be back with the second half in about 15 minutes time here on League 1BC live on YouTube. Welcome back to Willoughby Stadium. Second half action coming up for you here in just a minute or so. The visitors, Unity FC, have a 1-0 lead after the half thanks to a 39th minute goal from Jenna Baxter, picking up her 5th goal of the season, leads League 1 BC so far in this early stages of the year. I'm Brett Lewkowski, joined once again by Estelle Kaler. Estelle, first half thoughts here on Langley United, and what do they got to do here in the second to get back to level?
Well, it was like I was saying earlier, they are actually doing a really good job defending, even with the 1 goal against. It's just that transition space in the middle that they really need to just be 1 or 2 steps quicker to play up to Kira Blundell in the front. Just find her feet a little bit more, and it might even take one of those long balls in or one of those balls across the field, like bravery to try that ball and try to get that cross ball and spread out a little bit more. Defense is good, it's just that middle transition because of the high press. It's nothing that they're doing wrong per se, it's just the speed of what they're doing. Just needs to be like 1 or 2 tiny steps faster.
Just one halftime substitution to let you know about. Abigail Anderson making way for Mancha Sidhu. Sidhu with 2 goals on the season for Unity. And like we mentioned, had scored a league high 12 coming into this match, tied with Altitude, who sit just ahead of them at the top of the table. Both teams looking to stay undefeated here. Oh, and it looks like we might actually get a halftime sub here as well for Lusa. Isabella Pineda is going to check in. And Nikki Verk, who really ran all over the pitch in that opening half, she'll make way. Haven't seen Pineda here and for Lusa. As we mentioned, lots of Langley United players not available here this afternoon. No Reese Moffat or Cameron Lyon, Kenzie Fitzgerald, and Rhea Atwell all not available for this one. But a lot of the players who they have inserted in have looked strong. Megan Avery specifically in that holding midfield role has played quite a good opening half.
Yeah, very strong in the midfield. She's been winning her battles. It's good. Ling is going to look to go forward here. Here goes down. It's going to go out. Hey.
Yeah, and Billin with that long ball, just like you said, but played off of a head and out for a throw here to start this second half. Langley United trying to avoid facing their first defeat here this afternoon after a couple of huge road wins to start the season, coming against Kamloops and TSS Rovers, and then of course last week in the home opener drawing 0-0 against Vancouver Rise Academy. Toop now on the ball. Nice play to get around her man.
Yes.
That's the right idea, but just a little bit between two minds as that goes in between Pineda and Beckering. Looks like Pineda will shift into more of a left winger role, as they seem to be possibly a bit more of an offensive-minded shape here. Possibly playing a front three with Beckering and Pineda, and then Blundell up top, of course. And like we mentioned, Kira Blundell, who making her first appearance of the season after a fantastic freshman season with the Arizona State Sun Devils. And they've just need to do a little bit more to try and get the ball to her right now. Langley going to try to trap Unity in that side of the pitch, much like they experienced in the opening 45. We'll see if the wind plays a factor, as now it is pushing towards the Unity net.
We can see Blundell's playing a little bit further back now, so what they're probably going to try to do is find her to drop back and then play up to Pineda up front. It's going to be a little up, back, through action here. They try to find her there. Up, back, through.
Just like you said.
Where's the through?
Patient
there
stop
it is.
and turn, though. You know, Blundell wanted to make the pass, but just didn't think it was there. Great ball over the top. Can Langston get out to the end of it? And looks like the flag was offside, but it was Emily Lynn's ball anyways. But that is more what we like to see, and Good adjustment at the half here from the coaching staff of Langley United by shifting Blundell a little bit further back and having her getting a little bit more involved on the ball here. Nice patient ball there from Langston, but it goes past Erickson, turned over. Good recovery though from Erickson, but it is an opportunity now for Unity. And it was Sadu, the sub, who nearly got an opportunity, but cleared out to safety. But not the most confident play there from the back line of Lusa, but they get away with it, and that shot never challenges Klim, who appears to be feeling a lot better after maybe just stretching her hamstring out a little bit in the first half. Kept in by Langston, just barely, but turned over, and there is Sadu finding Baxter. Her ball across, great touch, and what a finish. A fantastic ball from Baxter, who this time plays the role of supplier. And it is 2-0 now to Unity. Hard to tell from our angle exactly who got onto the end of that one. We'll let you know as soon as we know. But it is 2-0 here, and that's an early goal to start the second half, and it has to be a little bit deflating for the home team as they go down 2-0. And that was Seina Kashima, number 24, who picks up her third goal of the season.
It's a big impact right away from this sub coming in.
Yeah, Sadu has looked good since coming in to start the second half, and she's really brought an extra offensive option, and that seems to be opening up some space here. Good turn from Belcher, she just plays it out.
Langley just needs to reset here a little bit. Check back into it mentally. It's super hard after a goal right after the half, right? You come out with all these super fantastic ideas of what you're going to do in the second half, and then to get one right away, it's got to be tricky.
Yeah, you certainly have to try and figure out how you adjust now at that point, as Beckering just gets a little bit of her boot too much into the leg of Charity Field. And it's going to be a free kick from just outside of the 18 from a wide area. Field has shown she's not afraid to go for goal from pretty much anywhere.
The exact same spot as the first half.
But we'll see if she tries to just throw one up into a dangerous area just a few yards out. Field does whip this one into a dangerous area, but no Unity players in the area, and it goes safely into the hands of Kayla Klim. She'll look to play it long. Gets to just about half, but both teams play it off the head a little bit back and forth. Finally controlled by Avery. She finds Billen, who goes out wide for Toop. And just cut out by Sadu, who continues to just be a presence here to start the second half, and Toop taking her time getting up a little bit here, as took a bit of a fall, but she appears to be okay. Scarf leaves it for Toop. Tries to turn with it, but two Unity players all over her, nothing she could do. Billen and Field now fighting. A little bit of jersey grabbing from both players. Langston does well to win it. And she'll play it back for Toop, who just clears it out as far as she can. Beckering, she gets involved. Pineda
Oh, splits there.
Yeah, does enough to win the ball. Plays it out wide. Will Langston be able to get onto the end of it?
Well
She
done.
does. And there is Beckering. She's got a little bit of space. She's got options in the middle. Over the top, misses everybody. Belcher going to track that one down and keep it in. See if she can try to set something up. Just worked off the ball nicely.
Got time here. She's got to settle.
Billen, though, a little bit ambitious.
A little bit too excited there. It's okay.
I think we've all been in that spot before where we see a ball rolling towards us and we have an opportunity.
You want to score? Let's go.
I mean, much like yourself, she's a center back, and much like you, I mean, I'm sure you would probably have the same thought go through your head.
Oh, for sure. But that's also your teammates, right? Calling, telling you to settle it down.
Sadhu goes around Toop nicely. Ball's crossed in. Sadhu nearly comes away with it as she was all over Scarth on that one.
She's dangerous down that side. She's just been all over that right side ever since she's come on.
It's just Sadhu looking very confident here, coming off the bench to start the second half, and she gets the ball now with some space. Ooh. Fires it, looking for that near side. Just sent it wide. Another opportunity for Unity. Someone's car alarm starts going off behind us. Toop now on the ball, plays it for Langston. She's got a defender all over, but does well to come away with it. Great job there from Langston. Blundell, though, loses it. It's Cooper, the defender, just wins the ball cleanly. Oh, and Beckering called for the foul, and again, not a fan of the call.
She's just in anguish there. You see her got her hands up.
Head official Chris Harrop. A little bit loose with that whistle here in this one. He's made lots of calls. Not letting anything go here this afternoon. As that one falls.
Well done.
Opportunity there, saved by Klim, as that was Kashima looking for her second of the match. Mercifully for us, the car alarm finally goes off.
And Sadhu again.
Looking for Sadhu there. It was Billen who got in the way. Does just enough.
Draws a foul there as well.
A little bit aggressive there from Charity Field as those two battled away. Quickly played by Langley as they work it around. Toop with Sadhu on her, leaves it for Langston.
Oh, that was a good try.
Yeah, I like the idea there. Gets it back though. Little 1-2 with Katie Scarth. She's got Blundell. Oh, but she runs out of space. Two Unity players all over, and you can tell she's frustrated. She knows that was the right play to make, but just didn't have the space for it.
That press is tricky, but maintaining possession on the throw-in, still good, still good.
The car alarm now back on behind us is someone's vehicle here at Willoughby Stadium is not a fan of the wind. Sadhu looks to play it quickly. Does. Nice ball over the top. Field is going to run onto it. Not sure if she was trying to hit the net on that one or trying to find a teammate making a run into the six, but either way, it just rolls harmlessly out the back. About 12 minutes gone here in the second half. The lead has been doubled by Unity as Langley continues to try and find a way to get back into this one. Sadhu with a nice ball to Field. One-on-one against Billen, and that one goes off of Billen's leg and will go out for a corner kick.
Just see the energy's a little bit down for Langley here. You just want them to get something going forward just once. You don't really need a goal or anything out of it, but a promising attack here for Langley would really liven things up, get everyone going again. There's not so much of a push to support underneath the ball as it gets out.
Another in-swinger coming here for Unity. Off the left boot. Cleared away by Toop, but not very far.
And again,
cleared away again. And a diving save there from Klim. Toop gets in the way of it twice, but unfortunately just not a very confident clearance either time, only able to play it out as far as the 18. The wind carries that one well over half. Falls to the foot of Langston, trying to find Scarth.
It's the red idea again, just needs to be hit a little bit harder.
Billin attacks, good pass to find Scarth
Good
now.
touch there.
Finds Blundell.
Ooh.
Nice touch pass, Pineda. Her shot just goes wide of the net. That is the best opportunity of the match here so far. What a pass there from Blundell, and you could see she pointed to Pineda
exactly
immediately where to go.
Yeah.
Whereas we're going to see some subs here. Emerson Toop is going to check out. Daniela Ramirez in. And we are going to see Kira Blundell and Kiana Langston both check out of the match. And we'll see Abby Berg and Kyla Kerr entering the match here for Lusa. Abby Berg, one of the better players for Lusa, I think, last week against the Rise Academy. So one of the players I think we wanted to see make an appearance here in the second half. But Blundell might be a little frustrated to come out after seemingly just making some progress there on the attack.
Well, fresh legs up front. You really need that press on their back line. There she goes. Does well to keep it there.
Yeah, battling with two Unity players.
And gets a foul
wins
for
a
it.
foul. As this time it is the Unity defenders who raise their arms with exasperation at the official. Looks like Beckering who's going to take this one with the left boot. A lot of pace, not too much underneath it, and it goes sailing right into the keeper's waiting mitts. Unfortunately, might have just gotten pushed down by that wind there. Avery with the header.
Good touch there by Beckering.
She tries to play it up and looking for Pineda over the top, but snuffed out there by Sasaki. And Bill in the center back does well to get in the way of there. Another player making her first appearance here of the season for Lusa. Ramirez now with the throw. The only player in the Lusa lineup who has a goal so far in the season for the blue and yellow. Played over the top, well controlled, but Avery does well to get in the way. She's got Berg if she can play her. We'll see if Berg can use her pace to her advantage. Looks like she's got a step on Cooper. Abby Berg
Got it.
tries to play it up and over the top, looking for the corner. Just a tough angle there for Abby Berg as she couldn't get more central towards the net. And you could tell she was just running out of steam, and she knew she had to make that attempt right away there. Charity Field will come off after a strong hour on the pitch there. She'll make way for Luciana Andrews. But Berg making an immediate impact here.
Yep. She goes again there with the quick press, making the center back play fast.
Avery perhaps could have played that one, but makes the safe decision. Billin now, lots of space. Good ball for Pineda. Tries to play it back for Billin. Goes off of a leg though. It will stay with Lusa as they'll have the throw. Ramirez for Scarth. She gets it right back. Nice patient play, finding Avery. Beautiful turn.
She goes.
Ball over the top, controlled by Pineda. This is much better from Lusa here these last few minutes. Gets it back. Berg
Yes.
plays it for Beckering. Just a little heavy on the touch, but she wins it back. Alana Beckering not able to get it past the defender as Sasaki plays it out, but it's Billen now. Finds Beckering again. Beckering trying to find a teammate in the middle, but it's turned over. Lisa now has to get back. Unity was potentially with numbers. There is Sadu, great turn. Goes out wide, finds Stewart. And it is Kashima now. Scored that goal to start the second half. Her ball looking for Baxter, trying to return the favor. Too much on it, and Klim will come out to claim it. Klim with another long ball picked up by the wind again. There's Bazile on that left back position. Another nice long ball finds Sadu. This time coming from the left, but plays it off her own foot and out the back. But we're seeing better movement off and on the ball here from Langley right now as they're starting to make a little bit more pressure.
Yeah, it's just those quick plays. You can see it's just the up, back, and then in. Being a little bit more brave to turn. It could also be, you know, you're down a couple. You have that extra oomph to go forward, right? It's not so much stress. If something goes wrong, you might as well try.
Yeah, Ramirez turns that over, but she does well to win it back.
Ooh.
And this time a foul not called. Billen, though, she's stuck on the wrong side of Baxter. Her looks like she was trying to pass it to Sadu. It goes off the foot of Erickson. Another dangerous opportunity for Unity as Billen was just not set up in the right spot, and Baxter able to use her body to earn herself some space. It will be Stewart now with the corner kick. Another one into a dangerous area.
Yes.
Klim comes out and claims. She had a Unity player right in her grill. That was Andrews for Unity, who was inside the 6. Nice ball there for Scarth. Does well.
Well done.
Berg, she was onside. She'll get there first. She'll try to win it down the wing. Earns herself a little space. Cuts it back, finds Pineda. Pineda's ball into the middle. Just knocked away there from Cooper. And then a ball over the top will just harmlessly bounce out the back. But Abby Berg starting to give this back line of Unity some issues here.
Yeah, those fresh legs afterwards, she's really making a good run down the side there.
A little bit of space here for Unity down this right side, and it is Sadu against Billen. Ramirez
Well done.
able to get there in
Ooh.
time. Ball falls
Well
though
done by
for
Klim.
Andrews, but Klim diving out to claim it. Klim again showing her veteran presence all day and just not afraid to come out and attack those balls. As Ramirez plays that one long. Pineda will chase. Sasaki though there first. She plays it up for a throw. Plays it to Pineda. And that time it goes off her and out. Avery trying to find Berg.
Yes. Great
Great job by Berg, but unfortunately Beckering was making the run towards her, and she played it more out wide. Great steal trying to find Berg in the middle. Can't get it over the head of the defender. I believe that was Cooper again, just being in the way. Sadu now just ahead of Billen, and the offside flag will go up.
Langley's got the right idea here now, though. Those chip balls just over the first defender. It's like 1 or 2 inches away from being perfection right up front to Berg.
Another sub here coming for Unity. Liana Hole's going to check in. And making way, Seina Kashima. Of course, scored that huge goal here in the 49th minute to give Unity a little bit of insurance here on the road. And Bazile, one-on-one with Belcher. We've seen that battle all night long. Both defenders, but both of them getting so far up the pitch at times that they've just been going at it.
She looks a little sore after that one. That was a big tackle there.
Sadu tries to leave it for a teammate. That one just sent out to safety. Pineda nearly getting that one, but instead it's Unity now, who will work it back up. Andrews.
Well done.
Great diving tackle there from Ramirez. Gives up the corner, but prevents the cross opportunity. Probably about the 10th corner kick here of the afternoon.
Yeah. Oh, well done again.
Again comes out to claim it. Berg sends it long, and it's going to be Scarth. She's on an island on her own against 2. And it's Bazile again. The left back of Unity just continuing to be a menace. Not giving any space to Katie Scarth on that one and winning it.
Klim just dominating her box as well. Every time she's just on it.
Yeah, I cannot really blame Klim for either of the 2 goals that have gone past her here this afternoon. Lynn now on the ball. She hasn't had much to do here this afternoon, but Luce is starting to build up a little more pressure as we go along. Just under 20 minutes here in the first half of a doubleheader here in Langley. Just plays that one with the head. Lots of time for Baxter to just wait for that one to fall to her foot. Nice long ball, looking for the corner. Ramirez, as she does again, wins it by going to ground, and not only does she win the ball, but she wins the throw. Now we'll see a couple more subs here. Erickson is going to make way, as will Beckering. And we're going to see Jaden Hannison, sister of Coach Chelsea Hannison. She's going to check in once again. I believe this is her 4th appearance of the season. And we're also going to see the first Langley United appearance of the year of Paige Colby. She comes in to replace Erickson at center back. So that one goes off a hand, you're right. Paige Colby, another one of those early announced signings for Langley United.
Colby is also a LUSA BCSBL alumni, so really cool to see her back here. It's only been a couple of years since she was playing on this field in the BCSBL League, so it's super cool to see her back here.
Kerr and Berg nearly come away with the ball. They do. It's Pineda now trying to find Berg, but mishit it. But that's better. The good press there from the two subs, Kerr and Berg, getting involved in that play together to force that turnover.
It's so close. It's the right idea.
Yeah, that final ball just not there. Billin looks like she's shifted into more of a... It looks like she's still playing more of a central defense, but they seem to be playing a little bit more aggressively with their fullbacks at the moment.
Might as well now.
Absolutely. Berg trying to find Pineda. Last off her foot. Unity, for the most part today, they've done a really good job of shutting down the home team and not allowing them really to move into the center of the pitch. And really test Lynn in goal. And just rolls out for a throw. Very high, played away by Avery. And played long for Berg. She tries to control, uses the body. Well done. Looks like Stewart took a little bit of a knock there as Berg just got her body in the way, but nothing in that one, as it was just, that's just hard football from both players.
See, this press though is where Langley has to like optimize this, because you see they've only got 3 in the back here and one's way over here.
What a turn by Sadu, carving through the D. Ooh. Off the side post.
She might have hit the post there, Clem.
Yeah, she tried to catch Clem off her line as Clem was absolutely anticipating the cutback pass.
Just hope she didn't get her head on the post there.
Yeah, let's hope not. I think she appears to be getting up on her own power, but might have just been a shoulder or a knee. Yeah, she's shaking out her shoulder there. Well, we know Kayla Klim. We know she's tough. She's going to stay in.
Well, she did well to really shut down that post. Nothing getting through her there.
Hit another corner for
Does
Unity.
well again here. Ooh.
Oh, but this time Klim, I think she took knock to the face. Backup keeper Stephanie Mocknick getting loose on the sidelines. Looks like she's going to be grabbing her gloves and getting ready to go here.
Yeah, she's down, holding her face there.
Unfortunate, it's not what you want to see.
No.
Anytime your captain and really your leader kind of takes a hard shot like that after she's been in so many similar plays all afternoon.
Langley's got to shake this though. Got to get in, talk it out. She's got good help there. Langley's just got to regroup, look to push forward now.
While we're in a bit of a break, we can let you know the only other match going on right now in League 1BC is Vancouver Rise Academy versus Coquitlam Metro Evolution FC, and it's 1-0 for Vancouver Rise Academy. Goal coming from Quinn Johnson in the second half. Of course, at 4:30 Pacific time here, we're going to have the second half of our back-to-back as Lusa and Unity FC will do battle in League 1 men's action. And we'll just take a quick break here while Klim continues to be looked at on the pitch. Continuation of this one as we are back underway with just a little more than 10 minutes to go here. Kerr leaves it for Colby. Finds Scarth in the middle. Nice turn. Gets caught up in the feet of Sasaki, and Kerr comes away with it. Ball over the top, finding Berg. And she looks like she came back from an offside position.
Yeah. Good for morale, too, to see that Klim's back. Pushing through that might boost everybody up a bit, get everyone going. Seeing your current captain pushing through that.
Ball played by Billen, but not the way she probably would have wanted to, and it's turned over. Baxter trying to find Andrews, and that one's going to roll out the back. 10 minutes plus extra time here to go. We'll probably see a handful of minutes added on now after that break. Kerr will play it into the middle. Nice job to find Avery. Avery's got a player out wide. That's Hannison. She'll try to track it down. It's going to be a tight one, just a little too far ahead of her, and another
takes out the linesman there.
Another opportunity gone into the bin there for Langley United, as that appeared to be a great opportunity with some numbers. And we're going to see another sub as Jenna Rizzo checks in, and making way will be Sarah Bazile, who, I mean, for me, has to be the player of the match for either side. She's had such a strong shift. Great work there from the left back all day, putting in a strong 80 minutes.
Yeah, she's been all over the place.
Coming in is number 19, Jenna Rizzo.
She even sprints off the pitch there.
Yeah,
She comes all the way around.
Good hard work.
She gets some love from her teammates and the coaching staff here. As throw-in goes the way of Langley United, and Berg goes off United last, and will once again be another throw from the exact same spot. Pineda tries to work it towards the corner. She will for another throw. This time Hannison will leave it for Berg. Looks like she might have a little more.
A little deeper throw
a little
here.
Bit deeper. She takes a few steps back. See how the wind affects her throw here as well.
Ooh.
Lots into it.
Bad.
Finds, just about finds Ramirez, but instead finds the Unity player. And Unity, through that scramble, they come away with it. Long ball looking for Billen. She's got time. Plays it right back and out for a throw. Scarth continuing to battle.
Oh, well done.
Hard play there with Hendricks. Ramirez will play it back for Colby.
Yes, right idea.
Yeah, right idea, but not the execution she wanted. But she will get it back. Berg does well to attack that ball again. Berg fearless as she just attacks every single ball that comes anywhere near her. Belcher does well to get her body in the way.
Whoa.
Hannison tried to make the turn, but just couldn't control the ball as well. Teams continue to battle on that far side of the pitch. Hannison quickly plays it, trying to find Berg.
Another good press there to win the throw.
Had Cooper all over, and again, the Langley United will continue to just work it up the pitch along the sideline. Pineda, though, this time she cuts back, and once again, another throw. Would almost like to see someone maybe take a couple steps back and try to provide an extra option, and that is what Pineda's trying to do. They do find Berg.
Just swarmed right away. Yeah, there she goes, just like you said.
Yeah, it's almost what you'd like to do, try to make some space, because they can't seem to get out of this side, but they do well. Hannison, her cross attempt is blocked, and then going through the feet of Sadu was Avery, and a foul's called. And that free kick is kicked straight out of bounds.
Yeah, a little funny there.
Enter the final 5 minutes plus time added on. Trying to find Pineda. And good job there from the center back Cooper. She just gets her body in the way and doesn't allow Pineda to get a boot to it. It goes out for a goal kick. So that one goes off of Hannison, as once again someone's vehicle continues to make noise, as the vehicle is not made for the Fraser Valley winds.
Ooh.
Loose ball, Scarth comes back to claim it, but she can't control, and it's turned over to Sadu. Good patient play to get around Avery. And looking for Andrews, intercepted by Billen, who checked in to win that one. Her long ball attempt just goes out there, as that was won by Sasaki.
Unity's going to start to look to slow it down here, so Langley's really going to be the one to drive the pace. Yeah, you can see Hannison running for the ball here.
Yeah, Coach Chelsea Hannison trying to get that ball back into play as soon as possible.
Yeah, every time the ball goes out now, Unity's just going to go so slow.
Berg does well to keep that one in. Pineda with the pass to Kerr. Kerr with the turn. Tries a shot from a tough angle. Not able to wrap her foot around it the way she would have wanted to, and it goes out wide. That'll be another goal kick. Unity happy to play it short this time around. Played long by Stewart. Colby intercepts. Pineda goes out wide for Kerr. Kerr looking to try and play it to Berg right away, but played it with the outside of her foot and just not able to get the product she wanted, and that's been kind of the story of the match for Langley. The final pass not there.
It's the right idea, it just isn't quite hitting. But it's there, that's why you see some frustration for the Langley players, because it's so close.
Shockey looks to go over the top for Hendricks. Colby attacks, does well to keep it in. Paige Colby, well done. We will see another sub as we're going to see Keely Reed check in for Sarah Belcher. Strong performance once again from Sarah Belcher this afternoon.
Yeah, she's been everywhere on the field as well.
Billen will, looked like she was going to let that one go out, but a clever little ball. Back heels it off of the Unity player and out for a goal kick. Perhaps a little curious to see a like-for-like change at this stage and not bring in an extra forward, but either way, we'll see Keely Reed. Turned over. Stewart goes out wide for Sadu. Tries to cut it back, and that's a great play by Reed. Immediate contribution from the sub. Anderson finds Berg, lays it off out wide for Pineda. Or excuse me, I think that was Ramirez. Just can't get that final product once again for Langley. Unity will play it long, but backs are just ahead of the play, and the offside flag goes up. So we enter the final minute of normal time here. Reed will look for a long ball there, flicked on by Berg. Ramirez tries to get there, but does enough to win the corner kick.
So this is where Langley needs to drive the pace a little bit.
Yeah, we'll see if they
Send
can
someone to go.
Try and make things a little bit interesting here as we're about to enter extra time. We're going to see 5 additional minutes added on. So it's pretty much now or never now for Lusa, as Ramirez will provide the outswinging ball here.
It's a good ball.
Into a dangerous area. Pineda gets her head to it, deflected away, and there is Lynn coming up big and just punching it to safety. That's the best opportunity of the match here for Lusa, and it comes inside of extra time. So you have to give them credit for the fight that they're showing here, even in the late stages down 2.
It's so hard, especially knowing that now there's only 5 minutes left. It's just like, it's really tough mentally for the players. So you just hope there's some leadership out there really driving it. Done.
Takes a deflection off of Billen. Will go out for a Unity throw, and there'll be a no rush to get this one back into play.
Yeah.
Just about that time when we can give out our Langley United player of the game. Stell, who would be your pick here for this afternoon? No, I'm putting you on the spot a little bit here.
Oh, I mean, they've been on the defensive for so long. I mean, Sarah Belcher definitely did a really good job to keep everything calm and collected on her side. Some really good tackles there. Going forward, Abby Bergen this last little bit has made some pretty good presses. So yeah, it'd be between those two for me.
Absolutely.
I would say.
Yeah, and I'll give a special shout out to Megan Avery as well as that holding midfield role. She's been pretty much a rock all day. She's had to cover a lot of ground.
Yes.
As has Berg here in just a short time as she's on the ball. Addison tried to wait for it. Scarth looking for Berg, just can't get it past the defender.
So close.
Yeah, that was the right ball. But the Unity defense has stood strong all afternoon.
And who else we didn't mention was Clem in net. She's also had a good game.
Absolutely, she's been knocked around.
She is just taking it.
Yeah, even right now you can see she's laboring a little bit.
Waiting it out.
But she has stuck in there and There's a reason why she's wearing the captain's armband here today.
Leadership coming from the back.
Nice cross there from Hannison, but Lynn comes out to claim it as Kyla Kerr just not able to get onto the end of that one. 3 minutes of the 5 now gone here. There is Megan Avery coming out to win that ball. Goes out wide. Colby and Sadu gonna race for it. And good extra defense there from Reed as she makes sure that Sadu does not get an opportunity. Sadu's been knocking on the door all second half, pretty much since the moment she checked onto the pitch. Ball goes out off of the foot of Andrews, and Klim quickly trying to get things moving. Calling the stack, but she plays it short, and Billen plays it right back to her. Really making things frustrating for Lusa is the unity press, as they're just not even allowing them to move the ball forward quickly like they want to. Ball taken off of Scarth's boot. And then she just has to play it out here inside of the final minute of added time. This will go down as a little bit more frustrating of an afternoon for Langley United, as they're going to suffer their first defeat here of this League One season. Pineda tries to play that one long, but as it's been all night, the defense of Unity just blocking and getting in the way of them. But I think Coach Hannison can take a lot of positives from seeing some of these players getting an opportunity to start and to get some serious minutes here.
Because I think you're so right. It's just like a frustration. They're so close on so many of these presses up. It's almost there. It just needs like a little bit tweaking. I don't know. Something different, but it's so close. The idea is right on so many of the plays.
Yeah, good contributions all around and some good opportunities, but just not able to penetrate that Unity back line and get one past Lynn as the final whistle goes. And Unity stays perfect on the season, moving to an impressive 4-0. They'll quickly jump to the top of the table over Altitude, who have yet to play their 4th game of the season. While for Lusa, they will pick up their first defeat of the year. They fall to 2-1-1 on the season, still at 7 points as Kayla Klim jumps into the handshake line, and even after getting
still
beat up,
bringing the energy.
even after getting beat up all afternoon, she can still do it. You love to see that. Unity stay perfect on the season, like we said, and then the other game this afternoon, the Vancouver Rise Academy doubled their advantage to take a 2-0 lead as well. So next up for Langley United is going to be a trip to the island, as they're going to be taking on Nanaimo United next week. Should be a good one for them. Well, for Unity, they'll have next week off, and then they'll be on the road against Evolution FC in Coquitlam in 2 weeks' time on the 17th. That is all for us here this afternoon, at least for the first half. We will be back here for men's League One action between Unity and Langley United here at 4:30 Pacific time. You'll be able to watch that live here on L1BC's YouTube. Thank you for joining us. I've been Brett Lipkowski, joined by Estelle Keller, and we'll see you in a little bit.